Hey friends, good morning. CJ here joining Alejandro and Shanei, and we have a very, very, very exciting day for you today. This is day 4 of a 3-day challenge, so it's day 1 bonus day, and we're so excited. I'm personally so excited because Shanei is launching her new book today, and we're just looking forward to hearing not only the insights from the book, but the insights from the author herself, the leading lady.
Yeah, I am really excited about that. We have been talking with Shanei since like several weeks, understanding this point that she was going to be pre-launching her book, and this is amazing, Shanei. Really, I am happy for you. This is
Thank
a big
you.
step for you, and really, I know that you are going to impact a lot of people. This is going to change a lot of lives, and we are really happy to have you as part of this team. And really, we want to start to learn from you this journey that you are going through and how you are becoming a designer. That's amazing.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. I'm really nervous today. I haven't spoken about my book like this ever. I just want to welcome everyone to the session today, and thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real privilege and a pleasure to serve you all this week, and it's really a amazing opportunity for me to be able to write a book in the first place, and also to come and share my knowledge with you guys. So, before I jump into the book, I first want to tell you a little bit about myself. So, I am Shanei and I stay in South Africa. My hometown is Pretoria, and I've been living here my whole life. I know that we've got an international audience. CJ is from Toronto, Canada, and Alejandro is from Mexico City, right, Alejandro?
I am from Guatemala, but living in Mexico City now. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay, cool. So, yeah, all right. So, what I want to tell you today is how I started my journey. My journey started when I was a little kid. I was always a creative. I designed new little things and made my own little space case with paper. And I was in my own mind. I was in my own space. I always did my own thing. And the one day we went to a mall here in Pretoria, it's called the Colonnade, and I can still remember where I was standing. And I was holding my mom's hand, and I just heard God telling me that, Janae, you're going to be a designer and
Mm,
you're going to have your own business. And I
mm,
was like, at the moment, I didn't realize what exactly that meant because as a little girl, you think, oh, you're going to be a fashion designer and you're going to have all these cool clothes. And I hold on to that. And when the time came for me, where I had to go and study something, I went to study graphic design because I always did arts and painting and drawings and all these nice things. And I went on my journey to study graphic design. And after I graduated from that, I went to work in a field and I did graphic design. I was involved with marketing and luxury brands and all those lovely things. And for a while, I was working in corporate, right? But then I started thinking to myself, why am I in this job? I know God said that I was going to be a designer, but he also said that I was going to have my own business. So I got reminded by that every now and again. I did have a business on the side. I registered the business when in 2009. So I have had the business. It has been lying dormant, and I have helped clients every now and then. But it wasn't a full on thing that I dedicated and decided this is my thing. And as the years went by, while I was working my corporate job, I just felt more and more desperately that I wanted to change. I wanted a change in my life, and I also needed to make money fast. Um, but it wasn't really about the money for me. I wanted a more prosperous future, a future where I can connect with people and with God, and
Mm,
also make a living out of that. So that was really important for me to really hone that in, because I'm pretty sure that you guys also feel that you want to change the world. And by changing the world doesn't necessarily mean you have to be this big person like Elon Musk, and you can just change someone else's world. And that was really my focus for this book, is to help people change their own lives for the better, and to live a more to design and live a life that they would want to live. So I wanted to bring fulfillment to myself and to the people who I serve, the people who are in my business, my clients, everyone. So on October the 30th, God came to me and He gave me a dream. And He
mm,
told me that I needed to quit my job on October the 30th. And that next day, when I opened my eyes, it was October the 30th, and I quit my job. I took the leap of faith and I just went for it. And God has been so gracious
mm.
ever since that day. And it was a really scary thing to do, because here I am. I'm a designer, a graphic designer. I don't know anything about business. I've had clients here and there, but it's not it's not really like a recurring income. It's just like a little bit of pocket money here and there. And I was fortunate enough to sign up a company. It was my father-in-law's company, and I started doing the marketing that I knew how to do for him, and we grew so steadily. And the one day we launched a marketing campaign, I made a funnel for him to sell some of his stuff, and that funnel has only launched for about 3 to 5 hours, and it already generated like $18,000 in that couple of hours. And I was like, wow. Wow. It was the first time that I had seen the results roll in so quickly, and I was just so amazed. And I thought I really needed to help other people do this in their marketing, because I mean, I've stumbled upon this formula, and it took me a very long time to learn all the things to accumulate to this specific formula that I could replicate. Um, and I just had the burning and desire in my heart to help more people and help more businesses. And I did. And that is why I started doing more things for my customers. I started putting myself in the market as a lead generator, a lead lady that can generate leads for you, get you more customers, make you more money, grow your business so that you can live the life that you were made to live. Because we were all born with a certain purpose, and life is way too short not
Mm,
to follow that purpose.
mhm.
Um, so if you have a mission or a purpose or a passion, just drop it in the chat. I would really like to see who of you is here and they have a burning desire in their heart to make something happen. So just while you guys are dropping the things in the chat, your comments in the chat, I want to share with you why I wrote this book. It was never my heart's desire to write a book. I liked all the pretty things, and I just wanted to be like backstage, making everyone money so that they can
Mhm,
do what they need to do with it. So it was just for me, and I met someone in my life. His name is Dr. Fred Jones, and we met because we have a mastermind together. We're in a mastermind together. And he was telling me about what he does, and he helped people write and launch their books on Amazon. And I just felt the need and the attraction to him to write a book. And we went on this journey together, and he led me to do all kinds of things to be able to launch this book, which is really nerve wracking for me as I'm standing here. But I that's how I got led to writing this book, and I'm really doing it with God in my veins. As I'm writing the book, God is helping me and guiding me and telling me what to put where. And I really do hope that when you guys read this book, you will also be fulfilled in the spirit and be challenged to do what you were designed to do. So, when you read this book, it will inspire you to follow your purpose and also rediscover your passions, what you're passionate about, not only as a kid, but now. Like, what makes you passionate? Do you like going to work, wake up, go to work, have lunch, go to work, have dinner, go to bed, repeat? I mean, I'm pretty sure no one likes that. And I mean, you don't have to live like so, but yeah, the book would also help you to create a certain product of your passion or your purpose, and also to create a pricing structure for that product. So, pricing is really important, but I'll get into it a little later. And then also, the book will also help you to find your people. Okay. So let's say you have this big idea, you have a product, but there's no one who will buy your product. So this book will help you to define your perfect customer and also to market to them. And then the last thing is to position yourself so that you can create a blue ocean. Now, a lot of these days, people say, no, but there aren't any blue oceans. Sure, there's a lot of people who do X, Y, and Z, but you will do things in a way that nobody else does it. And in that way, you can create a blue ocean. And I dive really deeply in this concept in the book. And yeah, it's quite a journey. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you about 12 things. Okay. So, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is to pursue your purpose. Many times in life, I also wanted to give up, but then I just think, what else am I going to do? Because life is super short and there's not a lot of time to not do what you love, what you were designed for. CJ and Alejandro, can I get you into the conversation and tell me a little bit about what is your purpose?
Absolutely. I know for myself, Shanei, and I have a question that might also help the audience and what you're talking about. But I know for myself, my purpose is really to help other people raise their voice and make an impact in their world, both as a communication coach and a copywriter. My desire is really to help kingdom entrepreneurs come into the world and share their voice so that people's lives are transformed within their sphere. And I realize that without raising my voice and saying that, that I'm not helping those people raise their voice. So that's definitely where I want to make an impact, is being not only a leader, but a leader of leaders. And it takes stepping up and raising our voice. What we're doing this week is really letting people know who we are and what we offer so that we can help them bring their voice, their product, their service, their heart, their passion to the marketplace and ultimately to the world to make an impact in people's lives. And it's causing a ripple effect in the ocean of life. And because I'm using that, I wanted to ask about this because I'm aware, because of business studies, what is a blue ocean? There might be some people here who maybe don't know what blue ocean and blue ocean strategy is. If you could just unpack that, I think that might be super helpful.
Sure. I will unpack that once we are at the product creation.
Okay. Okay,
That's okay.
great.
Yeah. Alejandro,
Yeah,
what is your purpose?
For me it's something that sometimes is some we think like, okay, I have to have this big purpose for right now, because if not, I am not living life. And that was something that I was always thinking. But I realized that this is something that it's really evolving every time, and you start to see, okay, right now I am this person that it's. I started thinking, okay, my purpose is to help my two kids to raise and start to grow and be good persons, and then I continue like learning, and right now I have a bigger, much bigger purpose, and it's really help business owners and entrepreneurs uh, understand that they can have a big vision and how they can get that big vision and start to become magnetic about that, because really people doesn't understand how to do that. You are thinking, yeah, exactly like you were saying, I can be in this rat race of, okay, wake up, do take a breakfast, go to the school, leave the kids, work, eat, sleep, and it's like every day the same thing. But really, when you have something that like ignites you, like, okay, I have something that is bigger than me, and I was a couple of months like you, doing my pre-launch of my book, and that time was really amazing because I was really, even like you were saying, hiding. Okay, I want to help others to become their best version, and that's something that I want to do, and I don't want to show up. I just need them to be like being the best version of themselves. But I
Mm,
was really hiding myself. Like, I don't need to be outside. I want them to be the best ones, but I don't want to be outside talking. And that's exactly what I have been doing this year, like changing this mindset and being bold and getting outside, and really learning how to be not the best kept secret, how to get out and start to be like, okay, I can be. People really wants to know how they can grow, and I can tell them, yes, I was exactly like that, and I can change that, and I changed that, for me. So it has been a journey, and it's evolving this purpose. I am really glad, for example, just by doing this, like, okay, opening my heart and saying, let's do it. We started to join each other and started to see, like,
mm,
okay, CJ, let's do it. Shanei, let's do it together, the three of us, and we are here. And that's part of this purpose of, yeah, let's do something bigger. Let's ignite a bigger vision, a big vision that can help really a lot of people, much more than what I can get and what only you, Shanei, can get, or only CJ can get. But the three of us, we can do something amazing. And we saw even this week, we had Dave yesterday, we had Lorinda 2 days ago. People start to join to what we are doing. We have 400 people in our Facebook group. We have like a lot of things that are happening at the same time. Yesterday, I was noticing that the newsletter that we are writing in LinkedIn, we have 500 subscribers. So it's growing. This is something that is growing, and it's amazing because it's becoming like a big magnet, exactly, and it's bigger than us, and that's amazing
mm,
because
mm,
it's like, okay, you are being attracted to something bigger than us, and that's exactly when you start to know, like, okay, you are living your purpose because it's it's bigger than you.
yeah. Mm,
Yeah, that's quite amazing because
mm,
when you understand you're doing something that's bigger than you, then you understand that all the stress and all everything is not just on your shoulders. And sometimes it still might feel that way, but I mean, if you're trying to do something and you work so hard and you running this comrades and it just feels like nothing is happening, then you know that God is here
mm,
and I don't have to do everything myself. I
mhm,
can, well, I should rely on God because
mhm,
He's the one who gave me the purpose and He wants me to be His hands. So all I
mhm,
need to do is listen and be obedient. And I think that that is, it is a daunting thing. It is a
mm,
daunting subject. But it is so rewarding when you start even a little bit to touch on that.
mm,
So the next thing I want to touch on is rediscover and leverage your passions. So earlier I was talking about me thinking that I was going to be this fashion designer and have all these nice clothes and the jewels and the cars and the everything. But I'm pretty sure that each and every one of you has a passion in their heart. I know that one of my passions is gymnastics. I did gymnastics as a kid, and I could never shake the thrill of doing gymnastics. I miss it to this day. It was everything for me. I literally eat, breathe, slept gymnastics. And it was the most important thing for me. But I forgot that the most important thing is God's purpose for my life. But I still have that passion inside my heart. So I still maintain it by entertaining myself with videos and engaging with other gymnasts online and teachers and so on. So it's still a passion that I have. But if you have a passion in your heart that you think you can turn into profit, then you should listen to that, because that can help you get out of the rat race. So if there's anyone that wants to tell us about their passions, please drop it in the chat, and then we can have a look at unpacking some of those passions. All right. So the next thing that I want to discuss with you that's also in the book is discover the possibilities of creating the massive impact that you want. Earlier, I said I really wanted to make a change in people's lives and have an impact and not just be a number or an employee at a desk or just going on mindlessly with life. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make an impact in other people's lives. And in the book, I take you through a process on how to start doing that. So on Tuesday, I took Lorinda, my friend. She has a graphic design agency, also a designer. And we got talking around how to reach certain goals. And we spoke about having your rainbows and butterflies goal and then breaking it up into certain goals on how to get there, smaller steps. So let's say in 1 year, I want to have a cobra, the car, not a snake. In 1 year, I want to drive a cobra, right? Then I know, okay, a cobra costs X amount. Then what do I need to make per month to make that happen? What do I need to make per week to make that happen? And what do I need to make per day so that I can chew on this thing more granularly so that I can get to my goal? I know it's a little bit of a wild example, but having the massive impact that you want, you need to start looking at your possibilities. What is the possibilities of you owning your own business? What is the possibilities of you being a coach? What is the possibilities of you being healthy? What is the possibility of you being wealthy? And what I do is I have a little book and I put pictures in that book of things that I want to reach, my possibilities. And I will literally go and review that once or twice a year to see what are the possibilities of making X happen. And then I work that into my yearly planning, my monthly planning, weekly and daily planning to see how I can reach that goal. And that is really how you get yourself out from where you're at now to where you want to be. So that is a really good exercise for us to do with anything in life, really. CJ, do you want to do an exercise like this with me?
Sure, let's do it.
Cool. So, what are some of the possibilities that you want to engage with later in your life that you've been putting off?
I don't know, maybe even like a fitness goal. Like I know in the last 2 months, I'm down 15 pounds, which is amazing. All of that weight over the past 2 years. I think I'm not alone in doing that one. But packing on lean muscle, it's one of the things I want to look at for into this next year and going forward, just really being more health conscious. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what are the steps that you're going to take to be more healthy and more lean? What are you doing?
So one of the things is like it's some of the little things, you talk about being granular, and there's nothing more granular than sugar. So I cut out pop, no more pop. It's amazing how much that's impacted. Alejandro's had a few words for me on that. Uh, Coffee hasn't gone. It's probably not going to go, I'll be honest. But no sugar in my coffee. Eating a lot more salad and really enjoying it, and drinking a lot more water. Those are some of the kind of granular things, as well as conscientiously moving my body regularly. And yeah, so on top of like a fitness routine a couple times a week.
Okay, great. So you have your diet in place, things that you cut out of your diet, and you have a fitness routine in place. So have you set some goals for yourself? Like next month, I want to reach this goal.
I've been a little bit, I wouldn't call it fearful, but hesitant on doing that. Just more on saying, okay, what are the steps? What do I really need to honestly do to take a real approach at this, rather than say I'm going to set a goal? Because usually, even at this time of year, people set their goals, and then it's like, okay, health goal, I'm going to lose all this weight, and then it's Christmas, and I eat all the turkey and I eat all the stuffing, and then it's New Year's Eve and I have all the snacks, and then it's New Year's Day, and nothing's changed, right?
Mm.
So my approach has been a little bit different this time around, and it's been moving in the right direction. I think some of it for me is also tied with my spiritual goals, and taking on a fasted lifestyle, so fasting every now and then, and being conscientious about that. And obviously that makes a difference in how I'm going to eat and my self-control, and refraining from, often when we eat, it's like to fill a need to, hey, I feel like eating this food, so I eat it. So if you can control yourself, control your appetite in fasting as well, it also helps with, your self-control outside of the times you fast. So that's been my experience anyway. So setting the goal, no, I haven't quite exactly done that just yet. I've been a bit hesitant. So, but I'm open. So.
Okay. Why are you hesitant? Just because it's the festive season?
No, I think some of it's like I've set goals, and then it hasn't necessarily always been sustainable. You can set a goal and it's lofty. I've done vision boards, and some things I've seen come to pass, and others I haven't. And I realize there's a disconnect somewhere between the law of attraction and actually attracting it. So yeah.
Okay. And how does this apply to your entrepreneurship? Because I know that you're a copywriter and you've just started coaching. So, with that transition from being a copywriter to being a copy coach, how did you approach that?
Well, I realized that, the juice in life for me, as I look back over my life, even as being a copywriter, and even much before when I was in outside and inside sales, that really what I loved doing was connecting with people and making their life better. Right. So copywriting was just a means to a service and conversation. And as much as I'm a writer, I love writing. I write poetry, different things, write songs. Right. And I love the writing. The writing itself was, after I'm off the call and I've impacted someone's life, and actually doing the writing was that was not what really made me come alive. So even like when I was in sales, I would sell something like a product. Say I sold industrial cutting tools at one time, but my passion was connecting with the people and saying, how's your life? How's your family? How's your wife? How's your vacation? What are your dreams? What are your visions? And so I saw a streamline all through my life of wanting to impact people's lives in a better way. And so communication coaching really was kind of the next step that was logical. And I had so many people pour into me saying that, no, this makes sense for you, because I love to help people communicate, improve their life, improve the lives of the people around them. And that also boosts the morale of their mindset, their heart, their soul. So yeah.
It's so nice to hear that you actually do what you want to do. Not all of us has that in their lives. But it's good to hear that you do and that you are going for it. Well done.
Thank you, Shanei. It's been a long and bumpy ride, but I think if anything, I would say, it's not perfected yet, and I'm still working it out. But I think that's part of what we're doing here as well, is really
Yeah.
connecting and hearing what you're talking about purpose. It's all the other little things too. It's like what are the side passions? Like what else do you like to do? Like I love to play guitar, so I'm playing a lot more guitar. I'm putting little songs out there, little clips of that. So there's all the other little things that tie in, and so it's a process. And instead of getting discouraged in the process, it's like we keep going and we keep asking the questions. And I appreciate your questions this morning, and I'm really loving this.
I'm glad. But see, it's so beautiful how everything comes together. Because if you chase something that is not for you or meant for you, then you will come at a place where you are super tired. Like you
Mm-hmm.
literally cannot put one foot in front of the other. You land up in hospital because your body is so run down and you just want to keep on going because you have to make the next paycheck. You have to make sure everyone gets paid. You have to make sure your family has a place to stay. You have food. It's all these things. But when you move into what you were born for, all those things start falling in place. Like CJ here can do coaching. He can also start playing guitar again. He can go and you can go for morning walks. He can do all the things and spend the time with the people that he loves the most because he knows what he is doing matters. There's money coming in. His money is growing exponentially and he's making a huge success of his purpose. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is positioning yourself in the market. So it's all good that you have these beautiful ideas about what you want to do, what you're going to charge people, what kind of life you want to lead, but you don't quite know how to position yourself in the market. So and that's where it comes in where earlier CJ you asked about the blue ocean. So just to explain what a red ocean is versus a blue ocean is a red ocean is where everybody sells the same thing. Someone somewhere found a blue ocean where it's a solution or a product or a service that they're selling to people and everyone gets drawn to that because it hasn't been there before. It's new, it's sparkly, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Let's say that product is that. But then there's other people who come into the ocean and start saying, oh, but I'll do this too. I do this too. Others too. And then that ocean becomes a red ocean. But if you take your product or service and you do things differently, you can create your blue ocean again. So, what I teach you in this book is not only to give the value that you give, but how you can give extra value, how you can over deliver, how you can take care of all your clients' objections. No buts, no buts. You will literally eliminate all the buts that people give you when you pitch your product or your service to them. No, but I don't have money. No, but I don't have this. I don't have that. I teach you, I go through every step of the way to teach you how to create that perfect offering to create a blue ocean for yourself. And I think that's really important because that will help you to exponentially grow and propel your success forward. It's like Alejandro said yesterday, is fast forwarding your success and your growth. Alejandro, can you give us an example of all the people that you have served with your high performance coaching who you've helped to create a blue ocean?
Wow, that's a good question. I don't know exactly how to answer, but For me, in the high performance, what we do is start with clarity. That's always the first thing that you need, and people, even us, exactly what I was talking before. Right now, I can have clarity of what we are doing together, the three of us. But tomorrow we need to go to the clarity for the next level that we want to reach. That means that that's a process that I had to be working on all the time. So that's something that sometimes people is doesn't understand really well, because it's like, okay, I did the clarity session with Alejandro, so I am very clear of what I'm going to do. That's great. That's awesome. And that's exactly what happens and helps you to go to the next level. But 6 months later, you have to do the exercise again. Not because I want you to be working with me all the time, but because you are in another level, and then the clarity that you need is different. So that's one of the things that I do. Then we work with energy. That's another part, and it's starting to understand exactly what CJ was talking about. Uh, if I don't have the energy because I am not sleeping well, because I am not drinking water, because I am not taking the right foods, we are not thinking really clearly. And it's like, I don't understand why before I was able to answer something very quick, and right now I have to think too much about this thing. Yeah, what are you doing? What is the little things that you are not noticing and that you are not doing? So the blue ocean for me, it's how I am working with the different steps in your life, and bringing like awareness in all the areas in your life, not only one. Persuasion, that's another one, and that was another. When I did it for myself, the persuasion one was tough, because I was always thinking persuasion is something bad, because you are trying to convince somebody of something that they don't want. And the reality is that it's not true. It's, how to connect with the other person and how to help the other person. And but I was thinking from the negative side, and I was thinking, no, the persuasion is something negative, because I remember, and I even remember right now, just as an story, like 2 years ago or a little bit more, somebody asked me, "Do you know what is why you don't like the salespeople?" And I go like, I don't like them. I know, but I don't know why. And I started to think about it, and I started to realize that I was thinking that
Mm,
they were always trying to persuade me to something that I don't want.
Mm.
mm,
So that's those little details were like some shifting for myself, like understanding, no, I persuade people, but with the things that I really know that is going to change your life, and that is going to change the way you are working. And of course you have to decide, it's not only like me trying to persuade you. And one big step that we finished doing in the first round of work in this thing is purpose. And that for me was something good that you were talking about this purpose, because if you don't have a purpose, you are not going to wake up like alive, like, okay, today is a great day because we are going to have this conversation with Shanei today, or we are going to be working with these other three business owners today. I am going to have these conversations that are really deep with these guys. So that wakes you up like, okay, this is an amazing day, we are going to enjoy it, and that's part of having a big purpose. But
Mm.
I don't know if that answered your question. I did a little details of what is everything for me.
It all accumulates. Because my question was, if you had an example of someone who created a blue ocean, But if you pay attention to all these small things and you create your business around that, you create your product offering around that, then you start thinking differently about things. So you can create your product and your offer for a specific target audience, and you can see the gaps where people are not performing. And that is why you are going to eliminate all the no's. You're going to eliminate all the stops
Okay,
because I'm
so
going to help you.
just
Yes.
just one comment, because you asked me directly in the high performance, and remember that I have like different topics. So when I am talking about high performance, it's more about yourself as a person, and that's why I was talking about this area. But as a business owner, it's completely different,
Mm,
because it's exactly what you are saying. How I help them to do that, first with awareness again.
yeah.
Why? Because really, what I found is, we as entrepreneurs and people as an entrepreneur, it's people that it's like, okay, I have an idea, I have to implement it, and they implement it even if they don't know how to do it, and they start to implement something, and it starts to work, and it's like, okay, let's do it, and we are really happy, and we did do it. But what I found is, they are maybe not educated, if you want to say like that, in how to do it better.
Hmm.
So my that's where I enter, and I start to give them like the strategies that they can start to use to start to do that little idea that they have, and maybe they are even successful at some point, but start to tell them, okay, you can be much more successful. and and that's the blue ocean in this area. It's like, okay, in this area it's like, okay, how are you managing your funnels? How are you managing your email list? How are you managing uh, the drip campaign? Do you have a drip campaign? Do you know what is that? Do you know how you can manage that? And we create a plan, and that's something that is key, because I know that right now everybody has like an idea. I can help you with this. Even us, we are creating things that can help entrepreneurs. Uh, and sometimes it's like, yeah, but why Shanei, why Alejandro, why CJ, or why another person? And people is competing and thinking, okay, no, I have to talk with another person. And one thing that we create for them, and for for the people that is working with us, is a plan. It's going to be a plan. Okay, you can do 10 strategies at the same time. Well, you can, but it's not going to work pretty well. uh, so you create a plan of things that you can do. Okay, the next 2 weeks you're going to focus on this, then you're going to do this. The next 6 months, you have a plan for the next 6 months, that is
Hmm.
going to be step by step all the process in your business. So that's exactly what I do with them, is start to open their eyes to the possibilities, to start to see, okay, I can grow to this level. Really, that's possible. And that was something that you were talking even to Lorinda. Okay, do you know that you can know even the numbers that you are going to reach if you start to do these strategies? And they are like, wow, this is this is so good. And sometimes I have to even to put numbers that are really conservative, because people doesn't believe, like, okay, this is not possible. And I remember that when I showed you that, Shanei, to you, some of these ideas, I was telling you, okay, just by doing this lead generation, you are going to be making 10%. And you were saying, no, that's not true. I am going to be doing like 300%. And I told you, yes, I know, but I don't want to inflate numbers. And that's, even with those no conservative numbers, you start to see like, wow, the possibilities are huge. So
Mm.
that's my view, blue ocean in this side. So it's completely different from the personal side.
Thank you. Okay, cool. So from my perspective, a blue ocean within marketing is where you can create your product or service that nobody else offers the way that you offer it. Because in every offering, there's going to be objections. CJ spoke about sales earlier. When you have an offer and you offer it to someone, there's a sale taking place. So when you have your customer in front of you, they will say, oh no, but I don't have this. Let's say we are offering a TV for them. We're offering them a huge flat screen TV, and they say, oh, but no, I don't have anything to put it on. I don't even have a TV room. I don't have this or this or this. So then I will help you to structure your offer around your main product offering to include things that eliminate the objections. And that is how we're going to create a blue ocean for you so that you can sell to the people you want to sell to, people who can pay you, so that you can grow your business exponentially and grow your revenue, which is pretty awesome. Then I'm going to help you to price that product and put all the pricing together, the different pricing structures, what and segment every part so that you know, okay, this part is what the price is, so that you know where all the numbers fit in, so that you know why you're asking the price that you're asking, and it's not just something that you gotten out of the air. Okay, then I'm going to teach you how to build a promotion system. So it's all good that you have your people, you have your product is priced, you position yourself in a blue ocean. But if you do not have people to come and buy and a promotion system in place, then you will not move that product. So I'll teach you in the book step by step on how to put that process in place, all the promotion items that you need to put in place. And I'll teach you how to do it. Not only what to, but I'm teaching you how to. Like step 1, you will create X. Step 2, you'll do this. And then from step by step by step, you'll be able to walk out with a promotion system that you can use in your business. So that's really cool for a step-by-step process, because you'll be able to see the results in a month from implementing those steps. And then lastly, I want to lead you and help you to prepare and design your life for success in your life and in business. So by having all these things together, we sometimes get so flabbergasted and it's all a lot of information. And that information needs to be implemented so that you can start seeing successes. So I take you through the journey on how to design your life, doing all the planning and everything with you so that you can live a life and a business for success. So I want to let you in on this book that I'm writing. It's called Designer, and everything that I have just spoken about and what we've had a conversation about is included in that book. It's only available on pre-order on Amazon. You can grab it today. Today is the launch day of the book. CJ or Alejandro, will you drop it in the chat, the link in the chat for the book, please? Do you guys have it? Yeah. So if you buy the book today, I have a special gift for you. If you can just DM me your order, you can send me a direct message on Facebook, then I will send you your lovely gift. It's a really cool Christmas gift, and it accompanies the book as well. So if anyone has any questions, you are welcome to drop your comments in the chat. Do you guys have any questions regarding the book, Alejandro and CJ?
No, I think you've done a great job of covering all the content. I'm just looking forward to the continued discussions on, what that blue ocean looks like for us, to be a little bit more personal. Really excited about what we're already doing together, and thinking about, okay, what is the differentiation? Because each of us has a unique skill set on our own, and I mean, it's part of the superpower of what we bring together. And there's a lot of curiosity and what if and what is possible. What can we create together? And we're already doing it. I mean, here we are, and we're on launch day of your book, and all the excitement that surrounds that. but just thinking about, okay, what does that blue ocean look like? And I think even for those of you who are listening today, that's, I think, the mindset that you want to come into this reading this book and approaching this material with, is what is possible. What is possible. I think, even in the past 2 years, there's been a lot of, oh, this is happening, that's happening, and it's hard and it's difficult. Whereas those who have continued to move forward are those who ask, what is possible? So I know for myself is, it's more of an open-ended question, one that perhaps is not going to be answered today, but it will be answered in those continual steps, like Alejandro, you talked about. There's this coming back for this clarity on a daily and weekly and monthly basis, where it's like, okay, what's our next step? What is possible now? What is the blue ocean? And what is our differentiation? What is our strategic advantage? Whatever you want to call it. What
Yeah.
is our USP, our unique selling proposition? What is that thing that we can do, not only alone, but what is it that we can do together? I realized the other day I have a T-shirt that on the back of it says we can do more together than we can alone. And that's part of this. It's like, what is possible not only with what each of us do, but what can we do together, and in creating a better world, a better business atmosphere, a better blue ocean, if you will. So I don't have really any direct questions, but I am approaching this with curiosity. What if, and what is possible?
And that is
That's
something that I wanted to also add, Shanei, because sometimes we are thinking like, okay, I have to create this. Something that I found when I am working with business owners is like, or entrepreneurs that are starting, maybe they start to tell me, okay, but everything was already created. How I can create something that is unique, and that's something always like, okay, it's not possible. The reality is that yes, it's possible if you start to work really with niches, and you start to understand, okay, who is your customer, who is the person that is in the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking, sometimes, of course, if you want to be competing with Amazon or with Apple, then of course it's going to be very difficult, because okay, how I can create a unique iPhone? Well, it's not going to be that easy. But creating some things that are special for your customers, special for the people that you really want to reach. And it doesn't have to be the whole world. It has to be just a thousand, 2,000, 100,000, but it doesn't have to be 7 billion people. So it's then everything starts to change. And that's another idea that always comes. It's like, yeah, that's true, but how I niche it, that's really difficult. And those questions are things that we can really help you to find in your business, in your life, and in your entrepreneurship. And if you don't have that clarity right now, that's great, because that means that you can grow bigger from where you are right now, even when
Mm-hmm.
you are having some success. So this is, for me, it's great, and understanding the basics of designer and how you were designed. And we were designed to talk with certain amount of people and certain type of people. But if I join Shanei, she brings her tribe, and if I join CJ, he brings his tribe, and suddenly it's like, okay, we are reaching more people. And why is that? Yeah, because you are doing something bigger, and that's exactly one of the things that is changing a lot right now. It's we are, and really, this is a call for every solopreneur that is outside also. Uh, this is the time where you need to start to look for partners, but partners that have your same values, partners that, and you have to understand how to do that. And that's something that we can also help you to do, because we can give you, okay, these are the things that you have to be looking for. These are the things that are going to help you grow your business, and start to see different point of views, and start to see a new ocean. So uh, at the end, every strategy is different strategies and can help you grow. And really, what I want to tell you, Shanei, is today was amazing. You did an amazing job. You are doing something amazing with this designer book. I want to read that book like right now. So I know that it's a
Thank
pre-launch that is
you.
going to come very soon, and I really want to tell everybody this book is a pre-launch. You can buy it right now and today for an special price. Uh, so take advantage of that because you are going to learn a lot from there. There is going to be good ideas, and that's exactly what you are looking for. What is that good idea that can change your life, can change your business, can change everything that you are doing right now? And I believe you will get more than one really there. So that's exciting.
Yeah, thank you, Alejandro. I really appreciate it.
So this is the end of today's session. CJ, do you have any comments?
No, I just like to say, Shanae, just I echo what Alejandro said. Same thing. Looking forward to taking in the content and our continued discussions, but really encouraging people. While the book is available on Amazon for pre-order, it's at a reduced cost. So when it does come out, instead of spending $24, you're saving yourself, or whatever the price is going to be at that time. But catching this content is definitely going to be a strategic advantage for you to do that. And Shanae, thank you again so much for serving. I love your open heart and your willingness just to put out your ideas into the world. I know that it's these things that make the world a better place. And I know that I'm definitely richer knowing you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do.
Okay, and tomorrow we will have the our last call. It's another bonus that we're going to be giving. It's going to be at the same time from 9 to 10, and it's going to be the closure of this week. It has been amazing. We really want to acknowledge all the people that has been joining every day with us. We are streaming from a lot of places at the same time. Today we even stream from YouTube, so this is great. We are trying to reach as many people as possible. If you saw the value from this, please tell them join tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. We are going to be having even a special guest that has been with us during this week. So it's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss that, and I am going to share. We are going to share with you the link for tomorrow. But thank you very much again, Shanei. Thank you, CJ, for this opportunity to be working together. And I am really excited about this week that has been really amazing and has been a good step for us.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a whole lot of fun. And just to reiterate, that's 9 to 10 Central Time, 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time, 7 to 8 Pacific Time, and 5 to 6 South African Time. So, yeah, South African Central Time there. So, wherever you're coming in from, we're from across the world today, Mexico, South Africa, and Canada. So, wherever you are today, thank you for joining us and hope you can join us again tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. See you
Thanks
guys.
so much. Bye.
Bye
See you,
bye.
friends. Bye-bye.